So today we are doing a question called array1, makeMiddle, and we're given an array of integers. We want to return a new array length 2 containing the middle two elements. So we're always going to have an array of even length. In other words, the array length, that is of course how many elements there are in the array, will always be of an even quantity. And of course that will consist of indexes, which of course are going to be referencing those elements in question. So we want to sort of return the middle two elements, and the original array will be length 2 or more. So here we're going to make a new array called C, and this is going to hold sort of our middle two elements. So here, if you see here, we have 4 elements, and the middle two is 2 and 3, and so we return 2 and 3. Here, of course, we have 6 elements, and the middle two is 2 and 3 again, coincidentally. But and of course, for the last example where we only have 2 elements, we return those 2 elements. So int C is going to be our array, which is going to hold those elements, those 2 elements, those middle 2 elements, which are sort of in the array itself. And it's going to essentially be length 2 because we're only grabbing 2 numbers. And so we want this array to consist of 2 of the middle numbers. And so that will be length 2. Now, in this case, we're going to say, well, C of 0, that is, of course, the first element in C referenced by the 0th index, is essentially going to be, in this case, if we have 4, we want it to be 2. So if we say, okay, if we say, okay, it's going to be nums, what index will it be of nums such that we get 2? So here we have 1, 2, and 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Those are the indexes starting from 0. So length 4, the index total is 3. So actually, you'll notice that if we just take the length of the array, divide it by 2, we'll actually get 2. So we would actually be at the second. We would be at the second index, which would reference the third element. So if we take the length of the array, divide it by 2, 0, 1, 2, we are now here. And so that's a good marker. But of course, we don't want to be here. We want to be 1 less than here. So we want this number. So we take the length of the array, divide it by 2. We get 2. That means we're at the second index referencing the third element. Minus that by 1, we get our number. So that's nums.length divided by 2. And of course, minus 1. And we will get the first of the 2 numbers. Our second element will be, which is of course going to be in the first index referencing the second element, will be of course just nums.length divided by 2, because nums.length divided by 2 is just 2, and so 0, 1, 2, we are now at the element that we want. And of course this will work for any input value. Then of course we can just return C, and we should be pretty happy.